all you boppers out there in the big city, all you street people with an ear for the action, I've been asked to relay a request from the Gramercy Riffs. It's a special for the Warriors. That's that real live bunch from Coney. And I do mean the Warriors. Here's a hit with them in mind.
She's crazy like ooh. What about Daddy Cool?
Just hang loose, blood. She gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck her rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say
cutting when you say these doing everything.
Chump don't wanna help, Chump don't get the help.
Say can't hang, say 7 Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains anyhow.
Sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Soul glow.
Am I the meanest?
Show it up.
Am I the prettiest?
Show it up.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Show enough.
Well, who am I?
Show enough.
Who am I?
Show enough.
I can't hear you.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
Guys, welcome to the show, man. Special Saturday edition. I know I normally don't do this on weekends too much because, you know, your boy needs a little rest, but today is a special occasion and I can't wait to actually get the show started. Now, you guys obviously have clicked on the thumbnail, so you know who's on my show today, and I've been, you know, so grateful to have this young lady on my show because I've wanted her on here for a while now. But, you know, I kind of wanted to find a good reason to bring her on, right? Because, you know, I mean, look, we could talk for days, me and Adrian. So, like, it's not even an issue about what topic. But, you know, I feel like right now the stars kind of aligned to where this seemed like the perfect time to bring her on. So, yeah, guys, it's going to be a great show today. I just, one thing before we get started, though. We only have Adrian for an hour. So I'm not going to be taking, like, as, you know, comments like I usually do. I mean, if you guys, if it's a super chat, I'll definitely do it just because you guys, you know, paid money for it. But other than that, you know, because we only have her for a short time, not really going to be dipping into the comments too much. But I really hope you guys just enjoy the interview, the show. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So without further ado, let's just bring her on. Miss Adrianne Curry is in the house. Adrianne, how are you?
Good. How are you?
You know what? I am doing better because it's not snowing anymore out here.
How's that acclimating from Los Angeles to snow, dude?
Oh, it's insane for me, man. Look, I've been around snow before. Okay, I'm not a rookie.
Yeah,
here.
you
know,
looked at it and then you left.
Right. Well, I lived in Minnesota for like a year back in the 90s. So I understand what real cold is, right? So, but living in LA for so long, you become a sissy, right? And I have been a sissy. And then I come to Colorado and I'm like, oh shit, everything I brought with me doesn't matter. Right? Like none of my clothes doesn't matter because it's like they're all California clothes, right?
Totally.
Yeah. You should know. I mean, you're living far off too now. So you're not in LA anymore.
I am. I'm in Montana on the border in the Rocky Mountains, but I just went to Costa Rica, which is like, you know, on the fucking equator.
Yeah.
I was dying because it's so hot and I'm not used to hot. And I was like, I want to go home now. I'm too hot. And everyone's looking at me like, what is that? I'm like, I can't even breathe out here, dude. Like, I just can't. I'm not used to it.
You know what? God, I long for that heat right now.
See, and I wanted it to get the fuck out of my life. I'm an ice queen. I like it cold, dude. I like it cold. We keep our house at like 60 degrees when we sleep. It's like 59. I love it.
Oh, I don't mind like a little chilly, but you know, when you're out there in the morning shoveling snow,
yeah,
you know, it gets a little rough. like I said, I'm a LA boy, so
Yeah, no, we our stepping stone was Prescott, Arizona. We moved to the mountains of Prescott, which gets some snow. So we stayed there for like almost 2 years, and then we came to Montana. I think we've been here 8. And I grew up in Chicago, so
Oh,
I
okay.
was
Is that where you're from?
Yes, Joliet, Illinois, which is a suburb, greater Chi-Town land.
Okay.
Blues Brothers, Joliet, Jake Elwood Blues, Joliet, the prison. That's what we're known for. So yeah,
The prison.
prison and a bunch of white and black trash. That is my city. Like, we have a bad rep in Chi-Town land. Like, people are like, don't go to bars there, avoid that place because it's rough,
Yeah. Oh, Chicago's always kind of had that reputation of being a little rough. You know what I mean?
It is, but it's beautiful and I love it, and it's home, and the food is divine. How is the food in Colorado? Because living in LA, you become really snotty when it comes to the food.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
I will say the food isn't spectacular.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If you're coming from a place like LA, right?
Yes.
It's like in any direction you walk in, you're hitting like some authentic place, right? Like, if you want Korean food, you go to Koreatown. If you want great Mexican food, you go to East LA, right? If you want seafood, you go out to the beach. Like, there's all these options,
Yes.
Not so much out here. Here it's kind of like everything's like in one mini mall, right?
Yes. The food's even worse in Montana, and Montanans get real pissed when I say it. And I'm like, fuck off, dude. Like, I lived in New York City. I lived in Chi-Town. I lived in LA for a long time. And they might be shitholes when it comes to humanity, but all that humanity brought their culinary delights, and they're good.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. So, I mean, here's the thing. I think what people don't know about you is, you have kind of had like this trajectory and I don't even want to say Hollywood, but I guess in the entertainment business, right? I mean, starting with Top Model, going into like other different things. I mean, other reality shows like The Surreal Life and things like that. But what a lot of people don't know about you is like you're a hardcore nerd, man. Like you started the whole like the sexy cosplay thing, man. Like, I think a lot of women owe you like for like kind of being like a trendsetter when it comes to that.
But I want to apologize because I feel like it brought all these fucking booth babes to Comic-Con that destroyed it.
Yeah.
And then I stopped going because I was like, this fucking sucks. Because they're not nerds. Like, I'll be like, so how long have you liked? There was a bitch dressed as Aeon Flux, and I'm talking to her, and it took like a minute. I'm like, this chick doesn't know anything about Aeon Flux.
No.
Nothing. And I'm like, oh my God, I fucking hate this place. I hate it because it used to just be nerds, and it was glorious. But
it really was.
I would like to blame what happened in Jessica Nigri and not me.
Yeah, she had a part in it too.
I want to blame her. Damn it. And she seems nice, but she came as Pikachu, and I was there when everyone lost their shit because she has big tits. So,
well, I mean, you came from, I mean, you while you were doing this, you were also like, attending like the Playboy parties and doing all these things. So you were a much bigger name than Jessica, So like when people saw you out there, with the rest of the geeks, right? It kind of gave you this cred,
It did, but again, I feel like I shat where I ate. But my favorite thing of my entire career was anything I did in the nerd realm. It didn't feel like I was working. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed myself. I remember when Olivia Munn left Attack of the Show, and all I wanted was to go on Attack of the Show. But then they got the two hot bitches together, like Sarah Underwood and Candace, I think.
Yeah.
And I was fucking devastated because I didn't even get to throw my hat in the ring. I was like, I just want that.
And by the way, me and Chris have talked, but I'm not going to put him out there. But I will say, I don't think they were true nerds, Candace and Sarah.
Which is fine, but I was like, why not?
But
I'm too controversial, I think. I think I just opened my mouth too much, and, they didn't want to touch me with the 10-foot pole. But I did get to host live man on the street shit for BlizzCon, which was awesome for DirecTV. And I hosted E3 for several years with Namco
that's where we met.
Bandai.
I met you at E3, yeah.
And I was doing it before they opened it to the public. So it was just everyone wheeling and dealing and making money, which that was pretty fucking
the good old days.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my God! You know what? Out of all the cons, E3 was my favorite. I miss it so much.
Me too.
I didn't like when they opened it up to the public, and not because I'm being a snob or being snooty about it. It's just that
I'm a fucking snob. It sucked dick. I mean, ass. What?
You can say whatever you want. Hey, this is Verbal Riot. You could cuss your ass off.
Oh, well, I just don't want to like demonetize you. Everyone send Dante.
YouTube, they go after me any chance they get. So
I know. I see your shit, and you're like, I don't think anyone's even going to see this video, but I'm just going to say something.
I'm used to it by now, man. I'm like the redheaded stepchild of YouTube. So
yeah. Which, what the fuck, YouTube? I thought you're supposed to raise black voices.
I know, right?
That's what you should do. That's because
you are silencing a black voice, YouTube.
Yeah. Do you hear that, white people?
Funny enough, though, that's how I got monetized in the first place, because they denied me like 3 times. Then finally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play the black card. I've never played the black card before, so it's kind of interesting. I'm like, so I sent them a note or a letter, and I said, hey, I am a black content creator. You are silencing my voice. I went through a whole thing. I was monetized that day. So I was like, hey, the black card works.
That's so fucking good. Good for you, dude. I would weaponize my vagina if I could, but I mean, I feel like women have defunct that too much. Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I guess after Me Too, right?
Dude, Me Too destroyed that. Like, you're done.
Yeah,
you're done, man. Just done.
So the question I have about the top model for me is there's a few of them, but how did you even hear about it, right? Because like I was looking around, like, was there a note sent? Was there like a newsletter? Like, because this is back before like social media was even a thing. So how did you hear about?
I was working at Hooters, and a guy came up to me with a card, and he was like, "Oh, casting for this thing." I'm like, "Oh yeah, ha ha ha." Took his tip, threw the card in the garbage, thought fucking nothing of it, right?
Right, of course.
And then my mom sees a commercial for a Tyra Banks show. I actually still have the contract filed. It was called Untitled Supermodel Show.
Wow.
And so I kept pretty much everything from it because it's the singular most biggest event in my fucking life still to this day. So I saw this, and they had been casting for a while. So I know you're as old as I am, so you'll understand.
Probably.
Hold on. I'll be 44 this year.
Oh, I'm way older, darling. You're a kid.
Yeah, but you're black, so you could look 44. Right? So I send in a VHS tape. Mm-hmm. Because I had
VHS, wow.
VHS, dude. And on the little sticky label, I scribbled like Tool, 9 Inch Nails, Pink Floyd, and all this shit. I dusted it all up. And Ken Mock said that they had this tape and it was sitting there, and that they thought that they had casted their semifinals. And they're like, what is that? Because, they put it in, and it's me in like a fucking spiked collar in my old house. Yeah. With like all my cool band posters up. My parents were fighting. They were going to get a divorce. I'm filming myself with them screaming at each other in the background. And I was like, get me the fuck out of this place, man. I was like, I know that I'm not like what you would want in a model. I'm like, but I can try, kind of thing. And they were like, okay, this chick seems interesting. That's how I got casted for the semifinal.
So you didn't really want to be a model. You just wanted to kind of get out and do something.
People told me I could model.
Okay.
And my mom did bring me to castings and shit. But at the time that she did that, I was kind of involved in a lot of drugs. I started using drugs when I was like 13. So I'd say 13 to 19 were my heavy years, where I was like tripping every other day on LSD and many other things, right? Sure. So it wasn't a very healthy time for me, but my mom was trying to get me confidence, and people would keep saying you could model because, someone who's using and abusing drugs that young, you're not feeling very good about yourself. So she was trying to also make me feel good about myself. And she was aware, even though no one else was aware, that I had a hottie body because it was the grunge era.
Oh, God, yeah.
I dressed like shit all the time.
I got to tell you, as a man, as a boy growing up during that time, we hated that era. Not because of the music, but because all the hot girls were so covered up all the time. I was like, where are the Daisy Dukes, man? Where are the tank tops, man? These girls are wearing like, denim and flannels and oh God, I remember that.
After I won the show, my group of guy friends, like I had dated the same guy for 4 years, so I wasn't on the market. And back then, when you're 20 years old, 4 years with someone, that's a fucking life age on earth. So I was off the market pretty much my prime dating years in my teens. But all my guy friends were like, Curry, we had no idea you looked like that under all your clothes. I'm sure. Yeah. Because everyone watched and they're like, she's in a fucking bikini and it's tight. What is this? And I was, yep, there's something going on.
Now, the crazy thing about Top Model is like, it came around, I think, during a very prime time because reality shows were a thing. In fact, I think Top Model started like around 2003, right? Or that's when it aired.
2002 is when they casted us.
It's when they cast. Okay.
January 2003 is when we started filming, and we filmed it's so long ago. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 months. And then they didn't announce that I won until July 2003.
Okay. Because I know it was like 3 years or 2 or 3 years after Survivor, and that kind of like, had a huge impact. And this was during a time where, this was the beginning of like, I don't want to say the reality shows. They already started, but,
No, you're right. You're right. Because Kelly Clarkson had just won.
She just won American Idol. And so you had like the bigger ones. And then, then it started this train of stupid reality shows, right? Like The Swan and Joe Millionaire and like, Beauty and the Geek and all these shows.
Shit, yeah.
that followed after that. But this was like really unique because there was nothing like it, right? I mean, it was like there was a show about girls becoming models and them living together, right? So kind of walk me through like those first like couple of like weeks, like or days, I should say, like in the house. And
it was intense. So all my friends were dudes. Everyone always calls me like the dude chick because I have all brothers and my mom has 7 brothers. You know what I mean? So like my mom, I always say, is the world's greatest dad. There's not a feminine bone in her fucking body. So there isn't. So when I moved into this house, I was so overwhelmed. I don't have a sister or anything to have
too much estrogen in the house.
It was so many bitches, and they were like really big personalities. And I probably roomed with the biggest personality, which was Ebony, the lesbian chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we're
going to talk about her too.
Yeah. No one wanted a room with her. This is 2003, where being gay was like a big deal. But my best friend since kindergarten was a gay man who ended up being a drag queen. So I'm like, do you have a girlfriend? She was like, yes, honey. I'm like, I'm taking this room because it was just us. And I'm like, I'm so grateful people were nervous to like room with the lesbian because now I'm just with one bitch and I can handle that. And I actually really enjoyed her. So it was like not bad.
She seemed like a pretty authentic person, at least just from, what I've seen in the documentary and the show. That was a wild time too, though, because like being gay wasn't fully accepted yet, right? Like it wasn't like a thing. So her saying she was a lesbian, even though you can make judgments about her looks and say, oh yeah, of course she is, but it wasn't like a thing that you just put out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely was not. But then, coming from where I came, the queen of the losers is what they used to call me. The loser table was the geeks, nerds, and the gays. And that's who was in my realm. So I was ready, I guess, for the fashion industry because like, I don't give a F if you're gay.
Right.
So what? Like, what does that have anything to do with me? Nothing. So, yeah, I actually really enjoyed her. Her personality is huge, but I would room all day with her over someone like that Robin bitch.
Well,
Yeah, she was awful.
From the videos, it looked like you had an issue with Giselle too.
Giselle, I dug her. She was just so fucking young.
Okay.
That she was annoying. And I always said, like, I like Giselle. She can be annoying, but I like, I gave her the grace. I'm like, she's a kid. She just turned 18 years old. And I had been, I had lived a lot of life by that time, being a former addict and all this shit and hanging out with older crowds, that I could recognize, like, this is just a sheltered kid that's on a show. Like, of course she's annoying because she's like, immature.
She's a kid. She's an idiot.
Yeah. I was more annoying when I was 18 than when I was 20. Like 18 to 20 is a big fucking leap in development.
It really is. Like,
yes.
It really is. I remember, it's funny because people, they think that, we're doing the show because, I saw the documentary and all this stuff, but that's not true. I remember I had just gotten married that year. It premiered. I got married in 2003. And a routine that became with me and my wife was watching Top Model every Tuesday, right? Like that just became our thing. Well, I don't know, because she was really into it, and I thought I thought, oh, this is stupid. But then I got sucked in. I'm like, okay, I need to know what happens now, right?
Right.
So I really kind of got into the show and kind of, and I really thought like it was interesting because you know what? I will say this: the first season felt very authentic.
It was.
It felt authentic. And that's why I was drawn to it, because it felt like you guys were actually doing things to become a legitimate model.
Yes.
Right. So I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I know nothing about this industry or business, so I'm going to watch the show. Tyra Banks. I met the woman like twice in my life, right? I don't know much about her.
She's a beauty. She's hot
gorgeous,
as fuck. Yes.
Gorgeous. Like God, I mean, standing in front of
her
her
skin feels like inhuman, like butter. That was I even told her when I was touching her arm, I was like, how is that possible? And she's like, what? I'm like, your fucking arm, dude. Like,
I'm sure she gets the best treatments. So.
Oh my God. It was like the softest skin I've ever felt in my life.
No, yeah, I'm sure she gets the best. And I just remember like, watching the show and wondering like, cause I mean, look, she was aggressive, which is good. I mean, you got to be aggressive in the film business, in the entertainment business. It seemed like she was really kind of for the girls, right? Like it seemed like she wanted to do the right thing, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't seem like that's how it ended. Like, what was your experience with Tyra directly?
Well, she was very involved our season, and that's what none of the other girls got. Every photo shoot, every day, we were seeing Tyra, and she was involved. I liked her. The only thing that ever got to me, she always told me how ghetto I was, and I get it. Maybe she didn't know the word white trash, so she just kept saying ghetto.
Wow. That is okay.
But I was rough around the edges. I know where I'm from, and I know that people in Chi-Town would call Joliet ghetto as fuck. I get it. I understand. So that would be the only, she's like, you're just so rough around the edges. You're a little ghetto. I'm like, okay, valid. I'm going to try to clean it up, try to do what I can. That was probably the only thing that like ever got to me, but words don't hurt me. I thought she was an angel sent from heaven.
Okay.
Like when I won that show, I had on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Like she's a fucking gorgeous supermodel.
So you parted with good terms, on good terms with her.
Well, when I thought I was getting everything, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. Like I think the reason I got so hurt and that I lashed out at her the way I did is because I believed her so utterly and completely, because there was nothing I never understood the girls that signed up show after I had been very vocal after season 2 that I had been fucked over so bad. But I guess it's just the call of fame. People want it so bad. They'll just go do it. But I had nothing to base it on. So I didn't know. Like when I left that show, I remember telling the whole crew, when I get all my money, I'm going to rent a fucking boat on the Hudson and I'm going to thank all of you and I'm going to bring you on and we're going to hang out, because the way they hyped it to me, they have a psychiatrist sit with you and they learned how poor I was and that my mom was going to lose her fucking house and all this stuff. So they played on that to get the good Cinderella story out of me because I didn't know producers yet.
Now,
You know
remind me again what the prize was,
For us,
or what the prize was.
yeah, what she said to our faces was that we were going to be a Revlon cover girl, like in beauty campaigns for Revlon, and we all believed it. However, the girls, when they watched the show after I was on it, I never watched the show until I was 20 years old. I can't stand listening to myself and stuff, and it makes me uncomfortable, so I just didn't watch. But they dubbed over in a sound booth the opportunity to win this. So basically, all I won was a modeling contract with an agency that Top Model then fucked over. So then they hated me. And a spread in Marie Claire, which is like $200.
And that was Wilhelmina, right?
Wilhelmina, yes.
Yeah.
And Revlon hired me. And when I went in, I just sat in a board executive room where they like had a makeup artist and be like, and this is our fall color Blossom. And everyone's like, okay, taking notes. That's what I won. So in the end of the day, sorry, I have to finish the whole cycle here. At the end of the day, I netted about a little over $5,000 from the promise.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And they had me move to New York, which you know how expensive that is.
Yeah, 5,000 is like that's barely rent.
That's barely 2 months of living. So by the time I learned that I got fucked over, I'm almost a year in. I had been borrowing money from my mom. I had bankrupted myself. I had bankrupted my mother. Wow. And then I got pissed. I was so mad because I went on season 2 hyping it up for them. They sent a limo to Alphabet City, Avenue D. I lived across like 10, 15 city blocks of projects. Like I'm living in a shithole in New York.
They sent you a limo.
They sent me a limo. I was scared. I was so fucking scared because all the gangbangers were out. Thank God one of them was like, hold up, as they were harassing me. He's like, she knows Tyra Banks. I'm like, not only do I know her, I'm on my way to see her right now. She sent this limo. All of a sudden, I was like Queen of the Hood. It was fucking great.
I love it.
Yeah. They were like, tell your girl that, you know, Roman, he says, what's up? I'm like, I'm telling her, yes, I am. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, I could have fucking got robbed and died in this.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
Holy shit. But yeah, I got real mad. And then she said the reason I didn't make it is I had bad work ethic, which anyone who knows me knows that's a fucking lie. I will work until my fingers are nothing but bones. So I got really pissed off and I called her a fat fucking bitch. And that's when the sever happened. Because I knew that was me going for her jugular.
Right.
I'm like, you're insecure about your weight. You're a fat bitch. I regret it.
Which is crazy to think about because watching the show, body, this is before body positivity, right?
Yeah.
And there was if you watch it now, it is kind of uncomfortable, right? In the way that they went after like some of the girls' weight, which I understand. And look, people have to understand it was a different time. Guys,
that was like, modeling though.
The modeling world in 2000 is night and day to what it is now. Now you can
now
be any
they
size.
fake it, but they fake it. They don't want it to be every size. They think these bitches are fucking ugly and not good enough.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they're just doing it to virtue signal. It's all a lie.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was you had to be a certain type to be a model, and that's why like the season you won. When I saw that finale with you and Shannon, I was like, these women look like supermodels. Like this is what a supermodel is supposed to look like. And that's why I thought the show was authentic, right?
It was. That first season, hands down, I think they were really going for it. Then they got so greedy and so excited for season 2 that they literally just kind of forgot about me until I face planted. Like if I operated that show, the first thing I would have done, management is everything. And you know this.
Yes.
Great manager, which they gave to Eva Pigford season 3. Tyra was supposed to manage me and never did it. Never did it. But what she did is she and her manager, Benny Medina, who's huge shit, they personally managed Eva. And look at how huge her career is. A good manager gets you in the door. And I don't begrudge her that.
Right.
I think
And
that's
if I'm being
great.
honest, I don't think. Look, Eva's gorgeous. She is a
She
gorgeous
is.
woman. But they cut other models to me that could have actually been supermodels, right? In her season. I'm like, and so I'm wondering, why did she win that season when there were way better models
I
that they
think
could have?
Tyra, from what the girls say, she was Tyra's favorite from day one. That there was a favoritism with her. I met her and I was in flat-footed, like no heels, and she was in high heels. And the first thing I thought, one, is she's pretty, and
Yeah,
two,
gorgeous.
she's so fucking short. She lied about her height because in high heels she was like here, and I'm 5'10", almost 5'11".
She's like 5'6", 5.
She's very tiny. She can't make it in fashion being that small. And that's why she's acting and doing her reality TV and shit. And I don't begrudge her that. But yeah, the girls from that season, from what they told me, they're like, we all knew it was going to go to Eva because she couldn't even hide that Eva was her favorite.
So at that point is where it started becoming a reality show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think season 1 and 2 were more about models, even though season 2 was, so hyped up. I remember season 1, we started doing so well when it was airing that they started already announcing season 2. And that's when they just let me faceplant because they were so hungry for that money that they were already working on season 2. As I think I went and did a guest star on season 2 only 2 months after I won season 1. So I hadn't even got anything yet. And I hyped it up because I really believed I was getting it. I was like, no problem.
Which you should have. I mean, that was the agreement. So you should have gotten it.
It would have been nice, don't you think? But it didn't fucking happen. But I'm kind of glad it didn't, because what if I'd be a complete fucking asshole today? Because that's like, all of a sudden you're a big celebrity, you have all this money. Are you really going to stay a good person? Probably not.
I mean, probably not. But I'm a firm believer in, like, if you promise something, you come through on it, right? Like, and when you're talking like legal contracts and all that, to me, that's shady as hell.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, and I don't know what happened with Ioana. Is that her name? Who won the second season? Ioana, who, by the way, gorgeous girl, and again looks like a model. I mean, her
what
features,
a face.
Oh my gosh, she's like a mix of like Angelina Jolie and like Christy Turlington, like if they had a baby, right?
Yeah, she's
gorgeous
pretty.
girl. But yeah, it seemed like after that though, it just they ditched the model thing and it just became a reality show.
Sure did, because it was a machine of money for them. And I think it was a platform for Tyra because she was 29 on my season. And you could already tell from statements she was saying the nervousness she had of aging out.
Sure, of course.
So I think she realized I could be a fucking powerhouse with this. Fuck these girls. It's all about me. And I feel bad for all the other seasons because I've seen clips. And it very much looks like Tyra's like narcissistic platform all about herself. Even though there was little parts of it, our season, it was more about us than her being like, hey, by the way, it's me again. It became very all about drama and Tyra and, whatever. It became Jerry Springer for Pretty Girls.
Much.
Yeah.
Was there like a lot of competitiveness in your season, like within the girls? Like, were you guys like really competitive with each other?
How do I put this? I felt, I can only speak for myself. I felt so bad when girls were eliminated because I knew how badly I wanted it for money. I needed the money. And I'm like, they probably need the money. I remember when they eliminated Kizzy. She's from Arkansas, where my dad's family's from. And I knew that her family was struggling. And that one fucking broke me because I'm like, she needs it as bad as I do.
Right.
And I hate that, she was hurt. But I will say when Shannon and I were the last ones, it broke my heart when she didn't win because I knew how bad she wanted it just as bad as I did. And I wasn't prepared to win because I'm like, there's no way they're going to let the stoner win in 2003. Are you fucking kidding me? And you have Mrs. Jesus over here. I'm done. So when I was standing
she was the virgin, right?
Yes. And I was like, I'm cooked. It's over. So I was prepared to not cry, be fucking cool and celebrate her. And I will say this about her. We wanted it so bad, but not at the expense of one another.
That's cool.
And the way her graciousness when I won, where she was overjoyed, even though she was crushed. It's the most beautiful thing to see, because I'm like, at 18 years old, for her to show that kind of grace, that's fucking rare, man.
Yeah.
And she did it. And I'm like, what a girl.
Well, and again, it kind of showed you that she was in it for the right reasons too. I mean, you know, and that's the thing. I feel like watching the show and watching the seasons go on, like, but it became more and more ridiculous, right? Like it became like Fear Factor, right? It was like modeling with Fear Factor with modeling, basically, right? I mean, some of these competitions seemed ridiculous,
stupid.
I'm not even gonna get into the race swapping one.
Actually, that doesn't even like offend me. I think it's funny.
Oh no, I'm not offended. I'm laughing because everyone was so, just from the documentary, everybody was so uncomfortable doing it. And I'm like, what was the point of this shoot, right? Like, I can see if you're trying to like be
to make you uncomfortable. That's the point of every shoot. One of our first shoots was on top of a skyscraper when it was like 5 degrees with like 35-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh,
it was to
no
make
way.
you uncomfortable to see if you will fail. That's it.
Was there a competition that you hated? Like the one your least favorite?
My least favorite was probably the Contact commercial. That's when I got just totally raked over the coals for my Midwest accent. I was told that it was uglier than a Boston accent. I kept saying passion, like my meh. Yeah, Chicago, the trash. It's a lot of air,
Right.
and everything. And I just couldn't say passion correctly. After the show, I went to voice and diction classes to learn to enunciate better, speak different. When I go home and see my family, like I still get wigged out a little bit when I start to sound like them, because they really hammered me how ugly it was. And I don't think it's ugly. They're fuck you.
Wow.
It's not ugly. Yeah.
But also, I mean, you guys, I mean, outside of maybe a few commercials, I mean, most models are there to be like, you know, runway or picture or photo. So, I mean, it's not like you guys are doing a lot of talking events anyway. So, like, that seemed kind of like a weird thing to me. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of guest hosting things and things like that. But from what I gathered, that usually doesn't come till later.
You don't remember Cindy Crawford's amazing movie with that Baldwin? What
Oh,
do you
dear
mean?
God. I purposely forgot about that movie. Like oh, wow, that was awful.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Or like Mila Jovovich, she did a good job, but she kept marrying new producers to be put in new films.
She was smart.
She was. She banged the guy from Fifth Element. He was married too to the fucking diva chick. And then
Wow.
she banged the guy who did all the Resident Evils. She's hot as fuck, by the way.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
mean,
gorgeous.
that's how you get ahead in the industry. That's what you do. That's
Yeah,
what all
or
the
especially
models
back
were
then. I mean,
Oh yeah, all the models were doing that. Like it was really, really bad. I always joke that I could have been the next Angelina Jolie if I didn't take so much joy in turning down really rich and powerful men, crush their souls. It's fun.
did you have a lot of guys like after the show coming after you?
Non-stop.
I bet.
All the time. I mean, okay, there's a TV show I really, really dig. I don't want to say which one it is, but it's fucking huge and you probably love it. And one of the creators of the show like hung out with me and, you know, we burned a couple joints. And I was just like, I can't date him. Like, I'll fucking hate the show. I can't hate this show. I love this show, dude.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. And I wasn't really interested in anyone in the industry. I always wanted just a normal dude, like a fucking factory worker or an electrician or something. Like even when I met my ex-husband, I thought he's like a has-been. He's got to be like in cabinetry or something. They're like, what? I haven't seen him anywhere, but
I mean, he really wasn't working until this real life, right? I mean,
yeah, no.
So
no, and I hated the fucking Brady Bunch, so I just assumed. I never liked it. I never watched it. I didn't know shit about it, and he liked that about me. because I didn't give a shit about that show. But yeah, it was a lot of people will contact your manager. Like when I broke up with my ex-husband, some of my favorite bands and stuff, dude. Like,
I'm sure.
My favorite, but I'm like, I'm not dating a fucking rock star. He's
No.
gonna be a piece of shit. But what they all want to do is they're like, oh, I'm getting a little old. I'm like 55. She's hot. She's still young. Let's have babies.
That's pretty much it. Like you never date a rock star, a rap star, or an athlete, right? Like those are the three you just don't date.
Or if pretty much anyone on camera. I always tell people
that is very fair.
Run.
That is very fair. How did the modeling world treat you guys? Treat Top Model? Like as far as you won.
They hate Tyra Banks. They call her they thought she was a lowbrow booby model.
Ooh,
Naomi Campbell here, Tyra Banks way down here when it comes to the fashion world. Like the perception to the public, to us, is we thought she was like killing it, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't like her. And they didn't like being told who the next person was going to be. They're above all that, you know what I mean? So it was rough because they all knew who I was. They knew I was involved with the show, and they didn't like that at all.
So it was almost more of a hindrance that you guys were on the show.
Yes.
For the ones who wanted to really be a model, because honestly, I don't believe all the girls wanted to really be a model. I think they wanted to be famous. I don't know if all the girls really want to be a model, you know?
I wish fame paid you money. Then I would have been okay with all of it. But fame does not pay, unfortunately. I would sell my fame now if it was a big payout. I'd be like, fuck yeah. But right now I use my fame to be a fucking badass Avon lady. So I'm like, I'm going to parlay this.
Well, I mean, you kind of won in life, though. I mean, because you got the man you wanted. You know, you're living the life you want to live. I mean, a lot of people don't get to do that. So, I mean, for me, that's a win, man. And maybe because I'm like an old man now, right? But
you're wise.
But for me, that's a win, man. When you got the person you love, and you're living the lifestyle you want to live, and everything is, you wake up every day grateful, man. That is the win.
I am so grateful, and I'm grateful everything worked out the way that it did. Because if it didn't, I would have done these documentaries, and all these girls are like, they lied to us again. And I'm like, of course they fucking did. They're producers. It's what they fucking do. They lie, man. Like all the girls did the Netflix thing thinking none of the judges were going to be on it. No Tyra or Ken, that the whole thing was going to be about them from like when they were born till now. Like they were bamboozled bad. And I feel bad.
So they didn't know it was going to be like, oh, okay. Man.
Yeah. And that's why I say, no, come here, dog. Sorry. I have like a whole menagerie of like animals passing by and walking around.
Oh, I get it. My pup is laying next to me right now. So.
Okay. No, I got 3 cats and a dog. And I'm like, please don't sniff their asshole here on camera. Just don't do it. That's what the dog does. Just right in their butt at all times.
As dogs do.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like life, I'm glad everything worked out the way it did because I feel good in my life. And I'm grateful these documentaries came out and that I finally get the validation and vindication that people used to just tell me I was ungrateful and shit. And now they get to see that I was really fucking lied to.
Yeah.
Like bad. So I'm like, this is really nice for me to get this validation because I was so gaslighted, not only by Tyra and Ken through my 20s, but all the fans were like, you're just ungrateful. Meanwhile, I'm like fucking bankrupt. My mom's bankrupt. I'm like, are you kidding me that I'm just ungrateful? Like, man, I got fucking lied to, but it's character development. Like, I feel like it makes you a more interesting person to go through trials and tribulations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also I just think when people, they don't understand, like when you're doing this reality thing, it's not really reality for the most part, at least not anymore. I think like every first season, is kind of authentic. Like American Idol, the first season was pretty authentic. The Real World, the first season was definitely authentic.
Yeah.
There was nothing like it. As things go on though, it just becomes a produced show,
100%.
And they recycle people, right? Like how many of the girls from Top Model went on to become big names. Like out of the 21 seasons, like how many, went on to be?
Just a few. And even then, I'm always like, we all know how the industry is. So I'm like, how'd you get there? What'd you do? Who did you do? Who did you do? What did, and it could be something simple of just the fake mwah, mwah, and like rubbing. Yeah. But I was never that girl. So the career that I did have, I'm so grateful for it because I didn't fuck people to get it. I don't lie awake at night regretting things and feeling disgusting. And I think a lot of me too was that because I was there and there were tons of jobs I didn't get because I told the guy, fuck no. Like when you're auditioning, they're like, yeah, can you like remove your pants for this and that? I'm like, for what reason, bro? I'm not removing my pants. And then I see the chick that gets casted and I'm like, I know what you did. I know what you did.
Well, and that's the problem, right? Because, and this is what happened with the Me Too thing is there were a lot of disgusting people. Harvey definitely deserved everything he got for the most part. But, at the same time, and I've told the story before, I've been at parties with Harvey and I saw the women lining up to talk to him, right? And it's like, like there has to be like some personal accountability. You know what I mean? It's like, look, if you're going to fuck your way to the top, then okay, just say that's what you're going to do, right? Like, but don't like pretend to be a victim if you voluntarily put yourself in that situation,
It's like the Playboy Mansion.
Exactly.
Always treated me with pure respect and just a classy dude because he knew I wasn't going to sleep with him. Like one time he was like, I only ever fell in love with brunettes. I'm like, not this fucking one. And he laughed and patted me on the back because he knew you go up those stairs. You know what you're doing, ladies. You walk up those stairs. You know what the fuck's up there. Some pajamas and a big bed. You know what I mean? And then now they're like, I can't believe this happened. Everyone knew what was up those stairs. Stay the fuck away from them. Like, why is it now an issue? And I watched the women all line up to meet Hef, and he loves Stanley Kubrick. And my second spread was Eyes Wide Open. I based it on Kubrick, so he loved me, and I was dressed as Alex DeLarge, like the big fucking cod piece. Because everyone's like, I'm a sexy butterfly. I'm a sexy this. And I'm like, I have a big bulge. And he laughed and he like called me over, and you see all the chicks are like, but they're all waiting for that moment. And then he dies, and suddenly he's this huge problem.
I hated that so much. I was only able to go to like 2 parties at the mansion, and I know like guys hear me say that and they're like, you lucky son of a bitch, but I'm like, guys, it was just a party. Like I look, I'm sure other things happen behind the scenes and closed doors and all that upstairs. but the parties I went to, it's just a party. We're just people drinking, talking. Yeah, girls are dressed sexy like they would at any party. I mean, it wasn't like completely over the top. It was fun, but it wasn't nuts. But
great people watching.
But I remember watching the women, like, and they were watching Hef's every move, right? Everywhere he went, their eyes were following because they were about to follow suit with him. So, it's definitely. Look, there are times you are taken advantage of, sure, but you also got to ask yourself, did I really not put myself in that situation? Right? Did I don't know. To me, it felt like it kind of goes both ways, right? Like there are guys who are assholes, and then there are women who definitely are,
totally
opportunistic and put themselves in that situation.
And that's most of Hollywood. It's the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Everyone's sleeping with each other.
Yes.
And then they're all like, "Oh, not me." I'm like, "Bitch, it was you. You know it was you." I'm tired of everyone fucking lying. That's why I'm like, why do you think I remained a Z-list celebrity that entire time? I'm sorry. I used to be young and hot as fuck. I could have. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you were on the cover of Playboy. You were, twice. Yes,
I could have like fucking laid waste to that place, and I wouldn't do it because I have to sleep at night.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of, I'm not saying all, I think most everyone knew what Harvey was doing. Most of the chicks were lining up to do it with Harvey.
Yeah.
When I was at the Playboy Mansion, Hef didn't even have to get up or get dressed. He was in a robe just sitting there, and like hundreds of women are like, oh my God, pick me, choose me, choose me. It's like, and then everyone's like, he's a predator. And sometimes he just looked bored, like, oh my God, it's more bitches. I mean, I guess her, you know. Like,
I mean,
like,
look, at that point in your life, when you're Hugh Hefner's age, which I still don't know what age he really died at, to be honest.
I think like 88 or something.
But this guy has been through so many women. At some point, it's just boring.
It's got to be boring.
It's just like, I'd rather go play chess than bang this hot girl, right?
Okay, he would sit there playing chess, by the way. He would sit there with his old buddies playing chess while all the girls were like, look at me, look at me. I used to love the people watching there because every chick that would get off the bus, I'd make a story for her. Like, oh my God, my name is Tiffany. Who's famous? Who can I fuck and suck to get to where I need to go? Because I'm going to be somebody.
God, that was back when the bus was a thing, you know?
Yes. I always got on-site parking, which was pretty fucking cool. And my little Mini
that's back
Cooper.
when the buses would go pick them up and
at Century City
mansion.
and then dump them at the mansion.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I would say good times, but you know, I mean, it kind of was.
Yeah, it was. I think, I saw Chris Gore was at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, Gore's been there a few times.
Yeah, but we like hung out together because it was, I think, for the Marijuana Policy Project. I used to do fundraising for them for marijuana reform, which I now regret because I don't think it's helped America at all. I'm sorry. As a former pothead, I think we're better growing it ourselves on the DL and just dealing it ourselves on the DL.
I agree and I disagree because it was also... I look, as someone who is a current pothead, look, I like the fact that I can go into a store, not have to be personable, just buy and leave, right? I don't have to hang out with my drug dealer, right? That's the part I hated the most, man. It's
you
like,
should have known me. I used to be the liaison for the dealer. So I'd be like, here you go, bro, gotta go. And they'd be like, peace, bump, out.
oh, dude, hanging out with the drug dealer was the worst thing, man.
You're
it's
like,
like, you know, he just wants to be your friend. And you're like, dude, I just want my weed,
you had the
man.
wrong guy. You have to find the guys that are feeling exactly what you're feeling. That's why they would send me. I was like, hey, yo, what do I get out of this? They're like a quarter. Make all my deliveries for the next week. I'm like, yep. Done.
Yeah, I guess I knew the wrong drug dealers.
You totally knew the wrong guys, but I hate that Uncle Sam's got his fingers in it. But what really bothered me was being in New York. All you smell is weed. And I watched, it was like a 90-year-old woman. She's waiting at the corner to walk in Tribeca, a financial district. And I was waiting too. And I'm watching these two dudes just fucking smoking her out. And I was like, that's so disrespectful.
I agree. I don't like that at all. Like, it's like I do it, but I don't like smelling it out in public because I'm like, come on, guys.
It should be like a bar. Are people dumping vodka on your head on the streets? No.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, we're old people. Like, respect old fucking people. Don't sit there blowing your weed smoke in their face. Come on.
Speaking of old people, not
us,
really, but do you think that Tyra deserves the flack that she's getting right now? Because she's getting a lot of it.
No. Yes and no. No, because the viewers who are all upset that they watched it. I used to watch Jerry Springer. I'm not mad at, I supported Jerry Springer. I used to ditch school and be like, Jerry, like I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna watch fucking the leader of the Black Panthers who hates white people and the leader of the KKK fucking brawl.
Oh, that was the
awesome.
best.
Dude.
That was the absolute best.
We used to be about free speech because we'd watch two assholes we didn't like two racist assholes, the racist black dude, the racist white dude, and we'd be like, duke it out, boys. We fucking hate you both.
Man, that was a time.
It was so good. But now people are acting like they're victims of the show. I'm like, wait. I understand if it's some of the bitches from the show that feel done dirty because I felt done dirty. But you sat at your house on your fucking couch and you watched because you liked to see pretty people suffer. That's what you liked to do. And now you feel a little bad about it. So what you're doing is you're trying to just blame Tyra for being a narcissistic asshole. That's not a crime.
It's not a crime.
Don't buy her shitty ice cream. Don't watch her shows. Like, I don't like when people are like, I don't like cancel culture. So everyone was all shook when I was like, leave her the fuck alone. And I'm like, you have to do this even for your worst enemy. You have to stand in your convictions and say, fuck this HOA Karen brigade.
Yeah, because you publicly defended her.
I did.
On social media. And I think a lot of people were shocked by that.
Yeah, because it's not fair. And there's only one end result. I think they want her to end herself. To get that much bullying, what do you think the end result is to having people bully you like that? It's not a good thing.
No.
But I do respect that she's not bending the knee to the mob, because I wouldn't either. Fuck them. So keep it up. Also, fuck you, Tyra, but keep it up.
Yeah, she was completely unapologetic.
She didn't give a shit. She's worth $100 million. She doesn't care. And I think she also sees, like, these are the people that supported the show, and now they're acting like victims. Like, you watched a TV show, dude.
That is a great point. That is a great point. Everyone bitching, sat there every Tuesday and watched the show. So
every Tuesday. And if they were too young to watch that, that's a fucking issue with your parents. My grandma would smash my cassette tapes or rip out the stuff of Madonna and stuff because she didn't want me influenced. When she smashed my Marilyn Manson CD, I don't think I've ever screamed like that. But my grandma was on it. She's like, you won't be fucking watching this. We didn't have MTV or cable. Like, they were like, no, and that's what a good parent does. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember my grandmother, man, like, she heard me listening to 2 Live Crew, and she grabbed the tape, took out a hammer, and just bashed it right in front of me, and then whipped my ass. Whipped my ass for listening to it. So, I remember that.
That's good parenting. And now everyone's like, oh, that's bad parenting. I'm like, no, that's what makes a bunch of pussies like you.
I agree.
It's to not have that. You are
more kids need their ass whipped.
Yes, my grandma is the sweetest woman on earth. She raised me from birth, and she would take off her church shoe with that thick heel.
Oh, yeah.
She'd fucking whip it at me and hit me with it. And it was with love. And I was being a piece of shit. I deserved it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I still thought it sucked that she smashed my shit. So everyone's mad at Tyra for their parents failing them. Like, that's your parents' problem. That's not Tyra.
Well, it's not just the people watching, man. Like, I mean, watching the documentary, I had no idea that there was so much bad blood between her and, like, Jay and Nigel and all of them. Like,
they made their paper. I think the bad blood came when they were fired. They've made so much money. If I were them, I'd just be grateful as fuck. Yeah. I'm grateful as fuck for what I got from it, even though I was lied to about it. And Jay said some shitty things about me when he was still BFFs with Tyra. So he's a little shady, and I liked him. So I was like really hurt by it, but birds of a feather. So I'm like,
well, yeah, he was a weird one, because I'm watching the documentary, and he was always, kind of snotty on the show, right? Like that was obvious. That was kind of his thing, to be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
But to hear him talk on the show, it's kind of like he's trying to take like this moral path that, I regret all those things I said, but looking back, I see that how wrong, Tyra was, and this was wrong. And this
but look at how that works for him. He's bending the knee to the mob. He preemptive striked and acted like he was sorry, and he's taking all their energy and flicking it right to Tyra.
Yeah.
So well done, smart, but bro, you were part of the whole machine. Like, why are you acting?
And like you said, made a lot of money from it, man.
Shit
like,
tons. Ass loads. He was rich in the beginning, because we went to his house for dinner, and I was like this poor motherfucker, and I walked in there, and it was like being in a science fiction movie. I couldn't believe the things he had in this condo. And I was like, I don't even want to touch anything. I can't afford it.
Before the show, he worked for Iman and David Bowie, right?
If he did, that would explain.
Well, no, I mean that's what I was in the documentary. That's what he said, that's what he was working from Iman, and obviously she's married to David Bowie.
Fucking gorgeous. I just really quick, I went to a private concert where David Bowie performed, and I was standing right next to Iman, and I just kept looking over at her, and she smiled, and I was like, I'm sorry, you're so fucking beautiful. I can't stop looking at at you. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm gonna keep looking.
She's like a goddess, man. Like
She's gorgeous.
It's like if you got the best artist to draw what a goddess is, it was like Iman, you know.
What a pretty, remember that? But she was in that Michael Jackson video looking like a goddess.
Oh my God, remember the time? Yeah.
Yeah, she was like so fucking pretty. But she was older then, and I was just like, oh my God, stop. I cannot stop looking at you. And she, of course, was like, you're so sweet. And I was like, I'm not, like, just saying. So I keep staring at you.
You know what though? She has to get that all the time, you know, like it's, or at least she did, you know. I mean, I don't know.
Weird 21-year-old kids, like,
yeah.
that's what I was doing. But she is that gorgeous in person. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I've never met her, but like all the pictures I've seen, man, I'm like, that is a supermodel.
Smoke show.
Yeah, that is a supermodel. I mean, Naomi Campbell's hot too, but yeah.
Oh, Iman's hotter.
Yeah.
Iman's hotter than Tyra and Naomi. And that's saying a lot because Naomi and Tyra are very hot.
So, I mean, now that the show is over, and I don't know if you saw the documentary or not.
No, I didn't watch. I'm such a tool.
Okay, so my question was this. You know, it was weird to me watching that documentary and barely seeing you in it, right? Yeah, I think you're in like one scene. That's crazy considering you were the first, right? Now, was that done on purpose, or did you say that you just didn't want any part of it?
I said I didn't want any part of it, but they own all the footage. So what they started doing after season 2, when I told Tyra, fuck off, I think I called her the CUNT and said she was a fat bitch because I was like, you fucking lied to me, bitch. I was mad. They erased me from the show. Every single season, they'd show every single winner except for me the whole time. That's how fucking petty they are.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's what they did. So it's just par for the course at this point.
Which has to be kind of stupid and weird because like everyone knows you won the first season. Like it's not even like, it'd be like trying to hide Kelly Clarkson, right? It's like,
yes. Well, what Tyra said was the first season was just an experiment, that the real first season was season 2. Like she was trying to basically erase me as hard as she could. And I'm like, man, you just look petty as fuck. And it just makes you look bad, not me.
No, it definitely makes her look bad. I mean, the whole documentary makes her look pretty bad. So
what's funny is she made herself look bad. She and Ken would not have touched that documentary with a 10-foot pole unless they got certain reassurances. I think that Tyra, you can see in season 1 with me, there was still humanity behind her eyes. Her eyes are black now. I truly believe people who are in the industry, their soul gets eaten alive. When I left,
absolutely.
I felt like my soul was being ripped to shreds. I feel that Tyra has nothing left in there. There is like demonic entities. The greatest trick Satan ever pulled was convincing the world isn't real. When you have this billions of Christians, you don't think there's a bunch of fucking Satan worshipers? I got a damn bridge to sell you, you idiots. There's ass tons of them, and they're all in LA.
Yeah, I mean, she looks pretty hollow, you know, like even watching that documentary, it just looked like a mannequin talking.
Yes.
Like there was like no life in her at all. You know?
Life. And I feel bad for her.
But see, that's the price though, right? I mean, if you want that level of fame, money, whatever, there is a price to it, man. You're never going to get it for free. You're never going to be the good billionaire. You know what I mean?
And that's why when
a billionaire who does good things or who got his billions doing good things, you're not going to ever be that person.
Yes, it's like Elon Musk. Like I loved when he bought X because he freed the bird because I was so shadow banned on there.
So is I.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Elon Musk." I'm like, look at the guy. He bought this because all he cares about is programming his machines to take over the world, and all we are puppets on strings teaching his AI and everything what to do. So he looks like a savior with Starlink and everything else. That's just fucking surveillance. Like I see right through his shit.
Elon Musk is Dr. Doom. Like I've been saying that for like a long time now.
Totally.
People call him Tony Stark. I'm like, no. He's Dr. Doom. Believe me on that.
Boom. Dr.
He is Lex Luthor.
Doom.
He is all of those guys, man.
100%. And like Zuckerberg, look at them. There is humanity that is lost in these guys, and it goes past just autism. Just look into their eyes. Yeah, something's going on there, baby. I wonder if they're clones or machines yet.
The fact that you were able to navigate the entertainment industry without like selling your soul or body is like a miracle, right? Like
technically I did. I sold my body in Playboy, but I lied to myself then and said it was art. And they put me in the supermodel category in a way because I got paid money to have no clothes on. I still sold my body.
Do you regret the Playboy thing?
Yes, because I think I'm just as beautiful with clothes on, but I regret it because it hurt my grandmother so deeply.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah, because she's strict Italian Catholic. She's a full-blooded Calabrian, and she told me my worth and value was so much more than that. But I was so LA at that point. I'm like, what do you mean? It's just art. It's just this and that. And now, like, with a little wisdom, I can look back and I'm like, I'm just as beautiful with clothes on. And my main motivator of it was I wanted to prove my value to my ex-husband. Like, I have worth. I have worth. Right. And I also wanted to give the finger to Tyra Banks. So was it for me? I didn't really do it for me because it didn't pay that much money. Playboy was already falling.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know.
Because that was like, what, mid-2000s?
2006 and 08.
Okay, so yeah. That's when Playboy was kind of on its way out. And, internet porn was becoming more of a thing. So
huge. And they used to have $1 million Playboy spreads. And everyone's like, oh, she made so much money. And it's like, I didn't even make 6 figures on my spreads. I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. I make more money being an Avon lady than I ever did in Hollywood. You know the smoke and mirrors.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen way too many stars just be completely broke.
So
completely broke.
Fucking broke.
People don't understand what goes into like these contracts, man. There's always a clause. There's always a clause so that you don't get the full amount of what you're supposed to get. And then on top of that, you're paying out everybody in your group, right? Your manager, your agent.
Uncle Sam.
It's smoke and mirrors, man.
I knew people on primetime television shows that were fucking huge that had their manager buy like a little shithole condo in like the ghetto, like near Compton, where they were living on the DL. And yet they're on primetime television every night on a huge show. And it's because even if you do get a decent payday, the cost of living in LA is so high. And then it's few and far between. It's, your job, it could be 8 more months.
Oh, yeah. It's literally feast or famine. I mean, it's like, you might be doing well for 6 months and then you're out of work for like another 6 or 8 months. So it's like that money doesn't do anything.
It's fucking awful. And then if you go get a real job, like someone in my position, there were so many times, like when I met my husband, I turned down he's famously single because I'm like, I'm dating a guy. They're like, he'll understand. He would have dumped me if I went on there pretending God. I'm single. Well, I lost my fucking house. I was homeless and he wasn't even ready to like take that step in a relationship, but he had this feeling that something good could have came. So he offered for me to move in. And I mean, I was fucking homeless and couldn't go get a normal job because then TMZ would come and mock me.
Oh, that's right. That was during that whole era.
Yes.
Oh God. The paparazzi era was wild, man.
It was bad. I mean, they used to sit on my porch and like leave bribery letters. Like if I didn't give them this, that
are you serious?
Yes, it was awful.
They would leave you a note saying you have to do this or else.
Yeah,
that is some bold shit.
So I was like,
that is
fine.
bold.
So I flipped over the note and I'm like, I will be at the beach tomorrow at noon in a bikini. Wow. And then they would come and take their shots and not stalk me outside my house or take pictures with I remember how upset my grandma was in a wheelchair at the airport. She was coming to see me and the paparazzi came. She didn't want to be, she was a proud woman. She didn't want to be in a wheelchair in photo. And I was like, I was like, everyone stop. if we go over here and I give you everything you want, will you leave my fucking grandma alone? And they're like, yes. So I like went over, gave them everything they wanted. And then I went to my grandma and like got her out of there.
Yeah. There was no decency, man, with these people, man, because
None.
for them, they were all just wolves trying to eat, you know?
And
I
that's what that place is a lion's den, and everyone's trying to survive.
These guys would wake up at 3 a.m, you know, and go to bed like at 2 a.m, right? Like their whole life was stalking celebrities.
Yes. Very, very much stalking
I
celebrities.
remember being tempted. I remember because, you know, this is during the time where, you know, I was married, but I had just lost my job, and I thought of even like myself becoming a paparazzi, and I was like, you know, okay, so what are the costs, right? Like, what do I have to do this? And then when I realized how dirty it was, I'm like, look, man, I'm rough around the edges, but I'm not an asshole, right? Like, you know, like I'm not a piece of shit. Like I wish I was a piece of shit because I'd probably make more money, but I couldn't do it, man. Because when I found out what you had to do, how your whole life is stalking people, like all day. I'm like,
but not all of them, because there's lots of like thirsty celebrities. Like I'll never forget, I was having lunch with a friend, and Jessica Alba was staging her fake shots with her paparazzi friends. Like she came out to fake shop. You see it all the fucking time. All the time they like do the stage shit. So maybe you could have been that paparazzi. Where
but the problem is to earn that, you have to already be.
That's true.
You know, you have to pay your dues, right?
Yeah. Which
so
is selling your soul.
You have to be the piece of shit first.
100%.
And then if you're lucky, you get called up to the big game, you know?
Yeah. Fuckers.
God, that was a rough era, man.
It was. And so I was fucking homeless, and I didn't want anyone to know. And all I wanted to do was go wait tables, and I just couldn't do it. So I lost my house. It sucked.
There were a lot of people I remember from the Real World and you know, the Challenge, the whole MTV crew. Like all of them were waiters in Hollywood. Like every single one of them. I can't tell you how many bars I went to where so many girls I saw on the Real World were cocktail waitresses.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because everyone's trying to get their shot. Of course, now Hollywood is done.
Dead.
So there's no more
it
coming in off the bus and becoming a waiter and being seen. But
they did it to themselves too, just totally annihilated their own industry to virtue signal and be political. I'm like, why did you do this? Shawshank Redemption, which I've watched so many times, something like that today would never be made. But I always bring it up because Morgan Freeman's character was supposed to be a redheaded Irishman. But Morgan went in there and was so badass. They're like, we have to hire him as Red because he's supposed to be a redhead. There's even a joke in it. Why did they call you Red? He said, maybe I'm Irish. Like, ha, ha, ha. That's why when the DEI stuff started, I'm like, it used to be where you didn't question anything because someone like Morgan Freeman was so badass that they casted a black dude as a redheaded Irishman because he was so... His fucking narration in that movie.
Oh, my God. It sells it. It completely sells the movie.
Good. That movie's so fucking good.
And you're right. That, you know, back then it wouldn't have been questioned, or at least not as much, because it's like, okay, they're probably getting a really quality actor. Like if they cast Denzel in a role, right, that was supposed to be originally white, most people wouldn't have complained about that because it's Denzel Washington. You know what I mean?
Denzel Washington in the 90s was God.
But now everything is questioned because of DEI, because of, you know, people, you know, getting cast purely on their race and not because of their talent. So now all of that goodwill has been shot.
Dude, Disney and all these people were like putting out bulletins. So they don't want to get in trouble because it's a civil rights violation. So they'll be like, someone who's urban. And I'm like, what?
And the weird thing for me about that is, you know, HBO turned down a script of mine that they loved because of the fact that at the time I wasn't willing to change my lead character into a white guy because they said black.
No, good for fucking you.
They said black people wouldn't sell. Right. This was 2009. Right. So progressive Hollywood. Right. It's like inclusive Hollywood turned down my script because I wouldn't budge on changing my lead character to a white dude, right?
That makes no sense because after the 90s, I'm sorry, like I worshipped Blade. I saw it like 6-7 times in the theater. I had Blade all over my walls. I fucking love Wesley Snipes. Like, what do you fucking mean Will Smith was owning TV and movies? Like, what was the biggest TV show? Family Matters.
But
Like,
again,
are you kidding?
in their crazy minds, if the character isn't stereotypical, then they don't want it, right? See, if I made the black guy ghetto and stereotypical, oh, they probably would have loved it, right? But he wasn't, and they didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah,
So
like
it was like, hey,
day.
let's make. He's educated. He's fast talking. He's smart. He's all these things. Let's make him a white guy, right?
Oh, that's
I've been burned by Hollywood so many times at this point for me. And look, I love movies. I love the industry. I love not the industry, but I love the art of filmmaking and all these things. Even though I talk about AI a lot, I do love it. I just think that for me, I love it from afar now.
Okay,
right? Yeah. I don't love it up close anymore. You know, even when I would go to these parties with Chris Gore and Al and all, you know, with Film Threat, we go for the free booze. Like we would go to these parties for the free booze. Like,
but you guys are the perfect diversity team. No one can accuse you of anything. You got the old fucking white guy. You got
the old Asian guy
and the old Asian guy. It's like the Three Stooges of what they're looking for. It's perfect.
Absolutely. It's funny. You know what's really funny? Speaking of like the cons and everything, like a couple of years ago, we did this Comic-Con. We're at San Diego, and it was us. It was Film Threat. It was Eric July, Young Ripa. It was Nerdrotic. So we had this whole panel, right? And Paulie, the Latino slant. So completely diverse group, right? We were singled out as being the panel of hate, right? And I'm like, we are the most diverse panel at this fucking event right now, right? In fact, the panel for diversity, we're all white people.
It's so hard to not hate white people. And I know I'm white, but it's so fucking
liberal.
Hard
like for me, it's not even liberal. It's progressive. Like you said, liberal is different. It's progressive. It's this weird self-hating, self-loathing, but at the same time, super racist.
So black people don't know how to get an ID.
Black people don't know what a computer is. Black kids don't know what a computer is, right? I'm like,
dude, the guys that did the shtick about the computer acting like apes, like, what the fuck is this? Like playing with it. I died. But now it's like women are so fucking retarded and dumb. They can't figure out how to get an ID. Dude, I hyphenated my name. It takes 2 seconds. I'm a fucking idiot former model with one functioning brain cell. And I figured out how to do this. And you're saying there's women more retarded than me? If there are, maybe they shouldn't fucking vote.
They shouldn't vote.
Like, holy shit.
They shouldn't vote.
If I'm the bar of like peak intellect that I know how to do this shit, I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I hate everyone. I think that's what age has taught me.
I think that's what it does to you, right? Because before I was wondering why my grandfather was like so angry all the time.
He's like, dumbasses, the lot of you.
And I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it.
Fuckers.
Humans are stupid.
There's so 50% of the population, they're just so awful. But that other 50% is what keeps us going. There's really cool people out there, man.
Yes, there are, for sure. Well, anyway, Adrian, I don't want to keep you because I promised you an hour, and I think we might have went over just a little bit.
That's fine.
But we were having a good time.
We did.
But I so much appreciate you. So, like, I know you don't do a lot of shows. Like, I know that. And the fact that you did my show says a lot to me. Anytime you need anything, let me know because, you know.
Well, thank you. I do things that I trust the people in them. And for a little bit, I was kind of skirting the edge. I trust podcasters far more than I trust anyone in Hollywood. I trust the nerd community far more than any of that. But I guess I needed a break for a little long while for my sanity.
No, and I get it. Yeah. And that's why I never really, I was like, eventually I'll have her on for a good reason, right? Like I didn't want to hound you about being on the show, but I knew it'd be fun to talk to you. So like, that's why I was just like, I'll let her do her thing. And when you agreed, I was like, you know what? Then this is the time. This is
fucking
time.
It, baby. Here I am.
Yeah, here you are. What do you guys?
Did you see my shirt?
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
as seen on your
Oh,
mom.
I love it.
Yes. I want you to behold the greatness that is this shirt. Yes.
Yeah, tell people what you got going on. I know you do a show every morning or every other morning.
It's throughout the week. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble. Fucking acts like I'm everywhere, and I just slap on Avon because I'm a fucking Avon lady. Ding dong, bitches. I am the internet's Avon lady. So if you guys need some Avon, I'd love to sell it to you. I don't want to go on TV. Everyone's like, you should do the traders. I'm like, I would rather eat diarrhea than go back on TV.
Wow, that is a strong statement. But you know what though? I get it.
Yeah, I know you do because you just got out of that hellhole of fucking lies and broken dreams. Fuck you, Los Angeles. Also like you a little bit, but also fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love, hate. Hate, love.
There is a huge love hate.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, guys, you know what? Thanks for watching, man. I'm going to put Adrianne's socials and everything in the private or in the description. Can I do that? Should I do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Just so they can watch your show.
Yeah.
And don't hound her. Just, follow her because she's very funny. And watch her videos. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, man. VRL, I will be back hopefully this Monday.
You guys should sub and send him all your money.
By the way, I am the worst YouTuber in the world.
That's okay. I'll do it for you. Sub to his fucking channel, and he's not like it's $10.99. Like you got a fucking $1.99, you cheap bastards.
Hey, and by the way, subbing is free, so just sub to the channel.
Well, sub, but you should also become a member.
Become a member, like the video, share all that good stuff. All the things I always forget to say because I'm terrible at this.
I'm terrible too. We're old people. We're like influence, I guess, get some stuff. I don't know.
People say boomer, but like when you're an older Gen X, I guess that's the new thing, right? Gen X is the new boomer. So
yeah, right, dude. I'm considered a Zennial. I identify as Gen X. That's right,
because you are only 44.
Don't misgeneration me. I have nothing in common with millennials. I remember having to remember my friends' phone numbers. I never owned a cell phone until I was 21 years old. Like, that isn't my life. I am Gen X to the bone. Everyone tells me the way I talk. They're like, you're Gen X. I'm like, that's just me. Fuck you. I'm not a millennial.
You still remember payphones and
yes, I used them all the time. Call collect on your parents, and I'd hear my mom the second it would click, and God damn it, because I collect called her. I was like, hey mom.
The good old days.
Do you remember? Hold on before you go. The collect call where you'd be like, "Ma, come pick me up at the mall," instead of saying your name. And then they wouldn't accept the call because they got the message. Yes.
Oh my God. I thought, you know what? That's a hood thing. Like I thought, like only ghetto people. Well,
when you're poor, you're fucking poor. You're like,
when you're poor, you're poor, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? You learn all the tricks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it works, baby.
Anyway, guys, talk to you soon. Thank you, Adrianne.
You're welcome.